Hi guys, it's me again. A short video. I'm prepping my canvas for our first class this week. I thought I would just let you see a little bit of what I'm doing here. I've traced my pattern on. I went back over it with pencil after I took the pattern off and made the lines a little bit darker so I could see them with my pencil. And what I'm doing is I'm filling in these areas with black acrylic paint. And I've started with the thing that's most in the foreground, and that's the front of this knob. So I have gone all the way to the lines with this. Now, I'm going to start working on this bottom part, and since this part of the knob is coming up under the edge of that, the front of it, I'm going to come almost all the way up. And I'm just going to leave the barest hint of white so that I can see. You see, I'm just leaving the barest hint of white so I can see where that line is. It doesn't have to be any more than you need to see it. And I'm going to turn it over. Now the base of this curved part, the edge of it is in front of this part. So I'm going to take this edge all the way to the line. I said you could use different brushes for this. You could use a liner. Okay, so I am okay. Oops, let's get rid of him. Okay, so now this part is further in the back than this edge of the doorknob. So I'm going to come in here and I'm just going to come right up to the edge and leave a little bit of, but now these straight line parts of it, they're in front of this plate. I'm going to go all the way to the line. And likewise, this part is going to be in front of this part, so I'm going to do all the way to the lines. I do try to go in the direction I'm going to be painting the strokes in. Now I'm going to leave just a little bit of line right there. I'm going to come right up to the edge. But then the rest of it I'm going to take right to the line. Don't be afraid to turn your canvas ever how you need to turn it. Okay, so now I have the doorknob done. So I'm going to start working around it. Let me turn it this way. So this is a big board, and it is obviously behind that doorknob. So I'm just going to come out here. I'm just leaving the barest hint of a line so that I can see where it's at. Sometimes I'll go back and make them even a little thinner. I don't want to leave any more white than I have to, but I like to see where I'm at. That's way too wide. Now, because this board is behind this doorknob plate, I'm going to be coming just to the outside of the line with this. And then when I come around, I will come all the way to the line. I will come all the way to the line on this doorknob plate. Now, this is one way to do it. This is the way I prefer to do it. Another way you could do would be paint the whole canvas black. Let it dry really well. Then put your pattern on. Put your pattern on and trace it again. But in that case, I would strongly recommend getting a little thin liner brush and just thinning out some white paint and going over those lines with it, unless you've got white tracing paper, which I don't ever use, so I'm not going to ask anybody to buy it. It's available. It's available. If you want to, I think you could get it in like a dark navy. You could get it in. You can get it in white. I only used the slate gray just because it would work for me on both colors. So I'm just going around and I'm just leaving little faint to figure out which part of it is in the foreground, because that's the part I want to take it all the way out to the line. And you can see, as I'm going around, you can see exactly where the lines are, where you're going to need to be painting. Okay, I'm going to stop right now and I'm going to get this phone call.